Video game is harmful. Video game is a worldwide entertainment which is available for everyone, from every age. There's a bunch of game type, from kindergarten, teenagers, to adult, all divided to its property. Could you imagine that what will happen if video game never existed? The biggest entertainment of the whole world. That will happen. But despite of that, video game may contain harmful content to player, such as promotes aggressive behavior. Most of the game can make the player become aggressive, thus will trigger them to be more aggressive, not just when they play the game, but also to the people, real life people. This behavior triggered when the game is too hard and even stressful to them, and make them become angry and stressful too. Stress can trigger uncontrollable tantrum and rage. Violence. If we not pay attention to the child who plays a game, we can't tell what horror lies ahead. There's a bunch of games that will unlock the child's inner violence by its content. Let's take a look at Grand Theft Auto, that give the freedom to the player to kill, violence, vandalism, criminalization, steal, gambling, and all of the bad behavior. Kids will easily trigger to the character they play, starting from disobedient and against their parents, and end up become bad kid. Time consuming. Video games are time consuming. They need a lot of time to be finished, and kids will spend most of their time to finish it and not doing the other of important thing, like their school, work, etc.
Light casts a shadow that describe the video game. Everything comes with consequences. It's either bad or good. Despite of the bad thing that we mentioned above, video games have good impact either. Some of them are improve players' quick thinking. Most of the game are using obstacle, riddle, and pattern, and thus player will learn all of it in a quick time. And because of that, the quick thinking skill of player will be honored. Imagination beyond outstanding. Most of video game are using fiction power and magic. This will trigger the imagination of the player. This imagination will give them an unexpected truth in their minds, learning point. Everyone have their own favorite games, and they will do anything to understand the point of the game. Let's take a look of that pattern from the game. Player will remember all of the pattern to win the game, even if they must use pen and paper. And if they love the voice in the character, they will search the voice line and get learn to meaning of the line. Video game is not totally give negative impact to the player. It's all depend on the player themselves. If the player is just a temperamental kid, they will easily get the negative impact rather than positive. But when the players are wise adult human being, they can get the positive impact from it. In today, there's a bunch positive game. We need to filter it and get wise over it. If it's not meant for us, then we must skip it. Even if it's the most popular game over the world, as parents, we need to be more selective either, so our kids don't fall into the negative impact game. In today, game must contain either implied or write a message from remind player of something important that the developer wants to convey to players so that we can learn something from the game.
That's all from us. Thank you.